as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Jet. Mike's 43. Hey, come on now, Smooth. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Back to throw. Herbert. That under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Pick the edge. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, exit. Hey, Mike 52. I got one. Shit. Alert. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down, Denver.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Come on, 180. Mark 56. Here we go, G. Alert. 56. Hey, Mark 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky airing it out for Hamilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. To throw on third down. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 65 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopping right there. 4 down, 4 down. Check 3, check. Go on. Watch twitch. Get it.
On 1st down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Foxtrot. Mike, check, 59. Watch the run. Under 10, 10. Look, squeeze. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Wall, get wall.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 36, Trubisky. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, Steve 6.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Motion. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here I come. 56.
Again, it's Trubisky. Open man is Winfrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, McFarland. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Hey, Charlie.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic. Switch up. Check, look at me. Door.
To throw again. Herbert. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the motion. .52's the mic right here over there, right? .52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I got you now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 51. 18.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
It's a game of 3.
Ready.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
59 Mike. Check. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Hey, lock it. He's coming. Double up, double up. Get it.
Off play action. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. 52. Hey, Alpha. Hands up. Under control.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
No. Off. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Rock it. Shit. Now. Shit. Deuce. three in the mic.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Again, it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he'll get this only up to about the 3 yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Check 59. Right.
Got a man open. That's Harry. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Michelle. Room here to run. 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And it's Michelle once again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. So